Greetings, dude. Hello, hello. Ria, this is self-inquiry channel. Channel about your mind and your relationship with your mind. It's about who you are not. How to control the mind. Well, you can't control it as someone. If you're asking me how can you control your mind, well, try to think out what the next thought will be. Or try not to think. Try to hold your thoughts from appearing. Can you do that? Is it possible? Can you stop your body from growing naturally? Yo, Liene. $34, Liene. How to overcome some person's addiction or your addiction to some person. Well, Sachin, Sachin, Sachinanda, Sachinanda. What happens if you just passively sit with these heavy feelings, allow them to go away? What happens if you don't try to hold these heavy feelings? Aman Kumar, there is no one secret to success. But success can definitely come from working hard, healthy lifestyle, learning all the time, meditation because it clears your mind. Sachinand, well, you don't have to lose memory of that person. Just leave it alone. Leave your memory alone. Let it be there. Let the hard feelings be there. Because if you allow them to be in you, they will pass more quickly. They will lose power over some you. Actually, if you can see that behind these heavy feelings, there is no you attached to it. There is no you. You just think there is. If you could see that actually there is no you, well, no hard feelings would stick with you so long, for so long. Mystery dude, why do you think 2 months? What's about 2 months? Maybe 1.5, maybe 3. But nah, man. I would say that no one should try to help someone who is not asking for help. I think that's silly. Sachinanda, you ask me what to do, but what are you ready to do? Are you ready to sacrifice these thoughts and feelings? Because I feel like you are in love with these feelings. You don't want to let them go. Yo Maria. Karmuk, what are you talking about? Why someone can't use electric toothbrush? Use what you want to use, Karmuk. Yo, Mera. Yes, Karmuk, I had. In some or other way, all of we do. It's not a big deal. Just a cycle of life, growing up. Tell you the way how you can find peace in you. Well, what are you ready to sacrifice for that? How open are you ready to be? And how honest are you ready to be for yourself, to yourself? What's up? What's up? We are not doing anything much, just sitting, talking. Sachina, Sachinanda, you know what you have to do for it. Well, first, nothing, just live life. But actually, practice presence, practice being aware of your thoughts and feelings. Can you just passively allow everything to happen. Notice, just notice what appears in you, and that's it. Can you do that? Sachinanda, you ask me, what if it's hurting me? Well, I'm telling you, when this question arises, can you just observe it? Where is this question leading to? Who is being hurt in you? Who? Does this thought touches some you in you? This is what I mean by saying whatever appears in you, just observe, just notice. From where your thoughts are coming, where they are leading. Mera, that's okay. Everyone, well, not everyone, but most people are jealous of rich people. You can't do nothing about it. Yo, billionaire. Diarrhea makes you humble. Well, lots of things can make you humble. Not only the diarrhea. But if you walk around with shitty pants all the time, yes, it can make you humble. If you can live with that. It can be great practice. Logan, how to not stress or anxiety. There is no problem in stress or anxiety. It's not about how to not to stress. It's more like about how to be okay with stress. And you can be okay with stress and anxiety. Well, if you can come to realization, then that you are not that anxiety. It's not attaching to you. There is no fixed you in you who is identified with anxiety or stress. Yes, Sachinanda, of course I had. Logan, well, clearly if stress and anxiety is spoiling your sleep, dude, also, I don't know, maybe you have too many things to stress about. Maybe you have built your life on lots of stressful events, objectively stressful. I don't know that. Maybe it's just too much for you. But again, if stress is getting to you directly, then you probably have some kind of illusionary belief about you. You haven't looked clearly enough to see, is there you in your thoughts? Yo, Hariush, Hariyayush, don't know. Sachinand, it depends on you, dude. There's no one time span for that. Sachinand, memories about this breakup can be there for all of your life. What can change is heaviness, your relationship with them, psychological heaviness. Start meditating, dude, maybe. Start to run long distances, do long walks, spend time in nature. Do whatever it takes to be relaxed. Practice relaxation in your life. Deep relaxation leads to letting go. You can do meditation, you can do other techniques. Logan, dude, I really feel for you. Because I've been through struggles as well in growing up. But all of this will pass, Logan. All of that, Logan, is actually already past in your life. Well, maybe not abusive father, but all of that will pass, Logan. And it's not like you should have to sit, just meditate and wait for a miracle. Sit, meditate, clear your mind, and react. Do what needs to be done to change something in your life. Yes, Sachinanda, that is actually very great what you're saying, because what else can you do? Physically, you can do lots of stuff. Just live life, move on. But I mean, whatever is there in you, what can you do? Allow it. Yo, 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 new name. Happy dude, will you tell me if the vibe is sad? You tell me why. Because it's your perception, dude. You perceive this world through your mind. No, Logan. Logan, well, I don't know full picture. Why are you in such a heavy period of life, Logan? Because for me to try to understand that, well, I would have to live directly the same life with your eyes and mind as you are living. Only you can try to see why your life is hell. You can try to understand it, I would say, by increasing awareness, presence in you. Be present and you will see. I can't tell you that. Yo, Ravit. As dude, whatever exists does not ask for approval. Yet approval is also part of existence. Whatever exists, exists. Whenever you are talking about these statements, God exists, God doesn't exist, don't you realize that all of these comes from just your mind? These are just thoughts. This comes and goes in your mind. Try to see what is the nature of your mind, and you will no more be trapped in existential suffering. You will no longer be trapped in these questions, answers, termins. Surav, well, you say, if there is no God who is running universe, don't you see that this is due just a thought in your mind? Someone running universe is just your belief, dude. It will always be. You can believe that someone is running universe or someone is not running. You don't know. Accept that you don't know it directly. Logan, you try to get relaxation, but thoughts are coming up. Well, yes, because thoughts are the same as bloodstream. They flow naturally. Let's say your heart pumps the blood, your brain pumps the thoughts. Let them be, dude. Thoughts make problem for you. This stream of thoughts make problem for you because you hold identity in them. You think that someone is or has to be dealing with these appearing thoughts. But try to see, is there someone behind the thoughts? Is there someone creating the thoughts? What is between two thoughts? Who is there? Surav, try to understand what I mean by beliefs. Now you are asking me another belief. Answer can be yes or no. You will still have doubt about it because it's your belief. And you feel like that these beliefs create who you are. Yes, Tali. Everything appears and disappears in awareness. So you think that awareness is some kind of point where you can attach yourself. If you can realize that everything appears and disappears in awareness because it's some way true, but if you can perceive this happening, if you can perceive awareness, then what does it mean? Surav, well, I don't think about who created universe, and I don't think about atheists. Those are not the thoughts that crosses my mind. It would be the same as thinking about where to catch Pokemons. You can try to do that, but it's not necessarily. Roots, dude. You say I am. So you are saying that you are a subject. If you can point to you, if you can attach yourself to anything, even if it's awareness, who is doing that? Can you be something that you can perceive? The real answer is yes and no. But why? Roots, dude, well, yes, maybe I misunderstood. That is possibility. Because I don't know what you're trying to say to me. Those are just words. Maybe you clearly realize. Oh, okay, Roots, so you say, you are the screen, not the dreams, not the drama on it. But please tell me, Roots, dude, how the screen is different from this drama, and how this screen or awareness can exist without the drama or content in your mind. So you see, so you are dividing. If you are dividing, that means you feel like you are subject and there is object. Someone is still messing with you. Someone is still in you in very, very subtle way, giving labels to who you are. Wants to, someone in you in very subtle way, very, very subtle way, holds on to you as awareness and doesn't see that awareness is the same as, let's say, drama in your mind, content in your mind. Awareness comes and goes as well. And you know that. But you think that you have to be more aware, that you have to dive more deeply, be more present, to be something more true. Nayan, this channel is about awakening. Your mental awakening, if you want to. If you don't want to, it's fine, because it's not some kind of purpose of life, dude. I'm talking about inner freedom and okayness that's beyond peace or chaos. Right, and well, I'm not quite into philosophy. Maybe you perceive what I'm talking about as philosophy, but dude, I am talking about this moment directly, about what is there in you right here, right now. You can, for example, I say to you something, you can start to think about it and believe that that's philosophy, or you can just look at your own thoughts. Who are they? Whose thoughts are these? Not only thoughts, as well feelings, emotions, body sensations. Yo, 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 it's. Well, Deepak, dude, I don't see how is their destination. Right, and well, I'm not atheist, and I'm not religious person as well. Just common sense, dude. Just life. Life is teaching you everything. Of course, religion is part of life. For someone. Well, not for me. But dude, religion comes and goes. Atheism comes and goes. Life comes and goes. My voice comes and goes. Your hate comes and goes. What is all of this teaching to you? Because it is teaching to you something. Yes, world citizen. And this moment comes and goes as well. Yet, it always is the same moment. It's always the same ever-changing moment. And this is where the greatest freedom is hidden. It's in clear realization of what this moment is. And it's not need to be found. Just the one who is looking needs to be, let's say, seen or realize that it's not seen. It will never be seen. Yo 432. I know actually that many people these days use cocaine over alcohol. But dude, I don't use cocaine at all. I don't do drugs. Why should you do that? That's crazy. But if you are doing that, well, don't hate yourself for that. It's your path. It will change. Mostly, it will change because you will suffer more and more. The quality of your life will go down, and then you start to change your bad habits. Yo, Rody. Nah, man, no shrooms. Why we suffer instead of enjoy? I don't know why you suffer. There is no one answer to this. There is suffering who you can avoid, and there is suffering who you can't avoid. Part of life. All of this is part of life. Sort of, brother, sorry, dude, but no one here needs to read Bhagavad Gita. So, like it's not some kind of holy book of all the answers of life. There is no such book. Well, if you are interested in that, read it. But it's not like everyone needs to read it. You can know only what is needed for you in your own life, to your own body, mind, vessel. Deepak, there is no problem in you calling me anything, but If you will spam, dude, I will timeout you or ban you. Yo, 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 doing good. Very good. Thanks, dude. Surav, so you say I am poor, frustrated person. Okay, you can believe that, but it will definitely make me it will definitely not make me as something as you perceive me. But isn't it silly? Do you walk on the street and if someone really is poor, do you go to that person and say, listen, dude, you are poor? Who would do that? Hello, hello. Yadu, you are struggling to communicate with people and it gives you anxiety. Yadu, I don't know what exactly is behind your anxiety, but you can realize that on your own through observing, relaxing, practice presence, practice meditation, mindfulness. You will see by yourself why there is anxiety that makes problems for you. Because in my life, there also is anxiety sometimes. It comes and then it goes away. It doesn't create some kind of story of me behind it. Even if it does, it also goes away. Can you see that this is how just your mind works? This is how life works. Everything is allowed to happen. You have body, you have mind, you have nervous system. Everything is just perfect, dude. You like it or not. Just see in you directly, is there you who is affected by anything actually? No wind. I am not Judah. Yes, Yadu, lots of thoughts comes inside your mind. That is what thoughts do. That is the nature of thoughts. Finally, someone said it, that I look like Kanye West. Definitely, dude. You are the first one who noticed it. And you are 100% right. No problem, Yadu. Yo, yo. Yes, this is AI. Why do you tell the AI that you love the hair? Nah, man, I am unreal. Can you say to me anything that does not come from your perception? Can you tell to me anything that is not your mind? And how can you tell me, for example, anything that could change me? Because maybe that's what you're trying to do. Nah, man, I'm not into philosophy. I am not into anything. It's just this moment, dude. It's all about this moment, dude. Always. Well, Silas, do you believe in God? And how this belief is feeding you? How this belief is really helping you? Well, Roots, dude, in some way, yes, but I see the inner growth level you are in right now. This perception can still change, dude. That real is only pure awareness witnessing, and nothing else is real. And you know that deeply. But it can make you feel uncomfortable. Someone is still feeling uncomfortable, and it pretends to be someone. Roots, dude, well, you are already in some way. But I mean, you are typing. So maybe you want something from me, I don't know, dude. Many people who type here something about awareness and God, they seek for some kind of safety and someone who could how do you say, help them to feel good in their probably lies, minds, tricks, companion. And then you realize you just don't find it here. Move on. Thanks for telling me that. All I said is that many people here looks for confirmations for their own illusions and beliefs. And not good feelings are created in them when they don't get it. So observe these feelings. Who is being triggered in you? The stargazers, you say, if we do not think about the future, we can't live in the present. Dude, you are thinking about the future only in this present moment, always. You cannot think in time. Thoughts happen so fast, actually, only in this moment. This is illusion that you live in time. Well, ego does live in time. Illusion of self lives in time. In illusion of time. You can never be anywhere else than in present moment, dude. Even if you don't notice it. Well, new name, when you will see that these two parts in you are actually not two parts, then the ego will be dissolved. Because illusion of separate self, it can die in you, but it will not be like dead and gone. It just transcends. Your ego as well will always be there. It's a part of life. Illusion of separate self will always be there in your mind. It's just the content in your mind. There is no problem in it. See how your mind functions, how everything is arising. Try to observe as much as you can, continuously. Be present. Give effort until this effort becomes effortless. No, Vishal, I do not do drugs. Yes, man, I am real. This moment is real or unreal. It doesn't matter. This moment is, dude. Nope, Aurora. Yo, Sartak. Yes, new name. We'll watch football later. Of course, dude. What are you talking about, Hassan? Nah, man, new name. I like to watch... Dude, actually new name. Whenever if it's hockey or football, I watch only like the big matches, like World Championships, World Cups. Daily, I totally do not watch football and hockey or other sports. You know, it's just sports celebration, World Cup or World Championship hockey or athletics. Because I'm a sportsman on my own. Well, not professional. No. Why do you all think that I am high? Why can't someone be in peace naturally and relaxed? You can think that someone looking like this is high only if you live in total inner chaos. So new name, when I will be in India, and if you will be ready to like travel with me, we will do sports all the time and try to find some yard football games where we can join. Well, Aurora, my mind is slow, especially in moments when there is total silence and emptiness perceived. Then the thoughts are quite far and they arise not so chaotically. When you don't try to force your mind to think, it's still sharp. It's even more sharp. It's more creative. But some patterns do change. Your thoughts become less loud. They become more peaceful. Not the content of thoughts change, just the way they appear in you. Because I can think or talk as well very fast if it's super needed, if the moment is demanding that naturally. But why are you so into control over your mind? Do you think that this control is needed? Or maybe it's illusion that you can control something. Yes, new name, I also don't know that. But new name, it doesn't mean that I will come sooner. I will come when the time will come. No, Aurora, I do not follow philosophers. I talk to you just from this moment, dude. This is just life, talking with life. Philosophers, of course, are part of life, but like directly, I am not into reading philosophers or learning their stuff. Each moment is enough for me. Dude, if your mind is totally open, well, dude, no one's mind is totally open, I guess. But if generally your mind is open, then you can see how every second is full of wisdom that's not even found in books. Because mostly books, they learn you to continue to live in your mind as the only place they teach you to live in your mind, hold this knowledge, and at some way new information gaining gives you more knowledge, and in other way it makes you to be more trapped. Because more forced thinking creates more belief in you as the thinker. Don't worry, brother. These comments don't get anywhere close to me. Dude, it's hard to understand for someone who believes in separate self that nothing can get to you if you realize that there is no you. And this is not something mystical I'm talking about. I'm not saying that your body is not your body. Yes, new name. I will bring you something from Latvia. Man, backwards talking would be crazy, but probably someone can do that. Yes, Risha, probably I remember you, but dude, I definitely do not hold any previous conversations I had with you. But, you know, there are many Rishas, but I think that I remember you with this picture. No, this is not my hair. These are noodles. Later I will eat them. Risha, I don't know who is my subscriber. But that's good, Risha. You are in safe hands. Very good chicken. But you know, chicken, it doesn't matter if you feel good or bad, because these feelings change all the time either way. It's more like about seeing that you're not dependent on good or bad feelings. You're not dependent or good or bad, whether outside you or inside you. No, Risha, I do not know some specific things about Buddha's teachings. What are my thoughts about psychedelics? Well, listen, dude, do whatever you want in your life. I don't do them, but there's always consequences from what you do. And it's gonna be you like it or you don't like it. Just, dude, study what is health, what is healthy for your body and mind, because you can benefit from that. If you're not healthy, dude, then you probably end up living in more suffering. No, Dwayne, you're not blocked, but I respond only when I respond. And if I want to respond, if someone can gain something from what I respond, of course, if you type nonsense, your comments will just fly by unnoticed. It's just like throwing your energy into garbage bin. When you type nonsense, well, okay, do it. It helps for, I guess, the algorithm. But you are throwing your energy away, dude. Yes, Risha, I meditate. But the real question is why I meditate. And I think that you should meditate. But for me, dude, those are two different stories why I meditated for many years and why I continue meditating right now. But it's the same meditation. Just different perception. Risha, I used to meditate to find myself. And I meditated by recognizing just my thoughts, feelings, inner silence, awareness, emptiness. And I just held my attention to this silence whenever it was recognized. This is how I overcome the old patterns of being deeply into thoughts and emotions. And so I did this because I wanted to find myself and I was into existential suffering. And I did this for many, many years, dude. And when I realized that the self is nowhere to found, nowhere being found, it's not need to be found. And the meditator is just another part of my ego. Well, then things changed, but like perception changed, but now I continue meditating just because it's pleasant for my mind and body. I would say, for example, you want to be Olympian or world champion in some sports and you train hard. And let's say, well, you reach it or you don't reach it. You will probably continue training for all of your life because it's just healthy, pleasant. That's it. But generally, meditation is not that big deal. It's just a part of your life, another movement in your life. but at early stage of self-inquiry, it definitely helps. And it's totally okay if you think that you need to find yourself, and meditation can help you with that, because it does help you with that, but not in a way you think. But don't rush things, dude. Meditate, observe, be present, observe thoughts, feelings, emotions, basically all of your mind. Observe stillness, recognize stillness. Chicken, if you ask how about meditation, it's much simpler than you think, because there is no wrong way how to do it. Just relax, yet stay present. Relax your body, relax your mind, but stay aware of whatever is. If your mind is too chaotic, then you should probably try to focus on something and try to just notice that you are focusing. Don't give your attention to any thought, any feeling, any body sensation. Just hold your attention to some focus point. For me, this focus point always was just inner silence, no other focus points. And I'm telling you this just for practice, not some kind of higher truth. It doesn't matter if you see who is focusing in you, what is focus itself or not. Just do it. First, you have to train your focus, train the level of presence in you, train your attention. I don't see other way how you can change this pattern of being occupied by all of the thoughts. Chicken dude, you know, for self-inquiry helps any kind of you being present of this moment. It can be anything, dude. It can be running, working, eating, listening to music. Chicken dude, I don't know lots of stuff about different meditation techniques, because only one technique was needed for me. And some people totally don't need meditation. They need relaxation, but they don't need meditation to even be enlightened. Roddy, find a quiet place, Roddy, where you can be unbothered first. And just relax, but remain present, remain aware. Do you know what it means to be relaxed? It means just let go everything, dude. If you take something in hand and you try to hold it, how you relax it? That's it. Or if you totally can't relax, try to see and notice what is in between two thoughts. Try to make your thoughts so slow that you can recognize what is in between two thoughts, two appearances in your mind, whatever it is. And if you can realize what is there between two thoughts, then it can become just a technique for your further meditation, recognizing what is in between thoughts. Yes, Roddy, it's definitely not easy to let go of certain things, but try to let go this uncomfortable feeling as well. Because if you will do that, if you can do that, and you do that more and more, there is gonna be great change in you. You can do, don't worry about all the people in chat. There are so different many people in this world. You don't have to deal with all the different perceptions. People are grown up into totally different environments with totally different experiences, knowledge, parenting, so on. And they are perfect the way they are. But of course, from this channel, probably they will be banned or timed out. Because here we are for community and help to each other. If someone just don't vibe with whatever is going on here, well, you are not held here. And if this is triggering you, we'll use this as spiritual practice. Don't call it spiritual practice, dude. If you can let go all the triggers in you, well, you will be in peace, in freedom. It's not like some you will be in freedom, but the level of freedom will increase in you, the level of you perceiving this freedom. And I bet all of you want to be innerly free and accept the life. No matter if you're troll or not troll. Roddy, well, looking at stars can make you feel alive. Lots of things can make you feel alive. Nikhil, there is no one fixed subject, but we are talking about self-inquiry. And if you don't know what self-inquiry is, then it's basically just pointing out to you your own mind. That's right, Tali. You named many of the things. Well, sometimes we talk about stupid stuff as well, because it's just part of this moment. This moment is definitely not only about wisdom, dude. This life is not only about wisdom. Well, we know that, of course. And as well, knowing who you are is not about wisdom. But wisdom can help, of course. Yo, yo, yo. So, Aurora, that's what you want to do. Try to rage bite. Well, you can do that every live stream. Feel free to do that. You can try to do that. Why not? Pixvox, sorry I didn't see your message. Netty practice. Well, maybe some of you needs netty practice and you can practice it. Feel free to do that. But I don't know nothing about it and sorry, but I don't feel a need to know. I like not knowing things. I like knowing, and in the same way, I like not knowing. Both are just fine. And who is controlling this? What should be known and what should be not known? Well, no one. What you should know just depends on your unique life. The more clarity you will have in you, the more you will recognize what should be known and what is okay staying not known. Yo Burhan is very angry with me. Oh no. Yes, Pigs Fox, that's right. That's right. Because it's simple. And life is much more simpler than many of you think. Do we have the power to know everything? No. I don't know, dude, maybe not yet. You see, whatever answer you can get, dude, it will not change quite much. If it's yes, if it's no, dude, it does not change your potential or evolution of human mind. I don't think that there will ever come a day where mind can know everything. But maybe stay open. Rodi, I work in a family company. Specifically, my job there is to manage some programming projects. But I wouldn't say that is my profession. I have some other professions than that. I don't think that's so important to talk about that. Aurora, I don't have favorite food, but I eat quite healthy and I learn about what is healthy all the time, something new. When of course not all the time. When the Free time is there for that exact thing. Roddy, well, that's what I'm telling you. Work, how I earn money, that's something else from, like, that's just a part of life, dude. If you ask me about things I'm talking with you, about self-inquiry, well, I was into self-inquiry since my childhood, dude, that just naturally. And I quite deeply started to meditate after 18 years old. And I just meditated for like 16 years as a meditator who tries to find higher self. Life is the greatest teacher if you can be open. And I would say, for me, the stillness is the greatest teacher. Because if you can give your attention, full attention to inner stillness, well then lots of things starts to change altogether. It just trains you. But I would say that Moji, Eckhart Tolle, Osho, and Ramana Maharishi were the four dudes, four gurus who inspired me before many, many years. Well, many, many years just compared to my life, not to universe. They showed me the path. And after that, it's just practice. Deep, unpleasant practice. Self-inquiry, dude, is painful. Very painful and uncomfortable. So probably only the craziest ones needs that and does that. And you put in lots and lots of effort at first, and you never know when the illusion of effort will drop away. But you just continue. Jupiter, yo. Yes, Jupiter, every day is different. One day you can be sad. It doesn't mean that you are failing. If you are sad someday or stressed, it totally does not mean you are failing in life or in self-inquiry or in awakening. As well as being blissful after some meditation or in some meditation does not mean you are in some specific way succeeding. By Aurora. Thanks, Dolly. Well, Dolly, it can when you are sad and cry, it can mean that, yes, it can mean that you have been strong for a long time, but of course it can mean also just that you hurt your leg or finger. I mean, that can come from lots of things. Okay, Deepak, this time I'm gonna time out your ability to type in chat just for 24 hours, and next time permanent. Not because you are bad, but it's not like everyone just needs to say all the time the content of their mind, the nonsense. You try to deal with it. Yo love to India. I will come to India, yes, yes. But just for traveling purposes, dude. I just want to visit India, to travel around. Maybe some of you are saying come to India because you think that India is some kind of spiritual country and something can be found there more than anywhere else. But dude, when I say I will come to India, it's just because of traveling, exploring, not to search for something specifically or gain something. Start gaming. You say never come to India, dude, I will. I just want to. Yo, Dolly, thanks. Love to Thailand. I actually want to travel to Thailand as well. Never been to Thailand. You, Peter, well, when this heart aching is happening, let it be there. Don't force it to go away. It will leave. Allow it to be. If you don't allow it to be, you create illusion of you who is fighting this. When you allow something in you, you actually do the opposite. When you just allow things to be in you, thoughts, feelings, anything, commenting, words, images, and just don't give some kind of extra attention or energy, or don't try to add specifically extra layers of thoughts. And even if you feel like you can't do it, well, observe that this is just a feeling in you. This is just another feeling and thought. Or when you feel like the thought comes, oh, but how to observe, how to let go, what is this? Well, just notice this thought. When you notice, it's enough. And if thought arises, but if I'm noticing properly, we'll just notice it, allow it to be, and do this each second if you can. Chicken dude, well, no one likes that. If people takes kindness for a weakness, no one likes that. But sometimes it can happen in life. I mean, if you will perceive this in your life, if you will experience this in your life, it depends on many factors, not on just meditation or self-inquiry. It depends on choices and just the choices you make and environment around you. Dude, this depends on lots of stuff, but if this happens, dude, if people take your kindness for weakness, what can you do? What should you do? Physically, lots of stuff. Mentally, lots of stuff. But in essence, what can you do? What should you do? Accept it. Acceptance is universal love, dude. Universal love is the greatest healing. Dolly, that's great if you perceive this life like that. If just it just tells that you are able to perceive, you are open to perceive, you're ready to perceive, and you definitely probably have some kind of background in these topics. But if you vibe with what I'm saying, well, that's awesome. And if some internet trolls don't vibe with what I'm saying, that's also awesome. These words are just a play. All of this is just a mind's play. Doesn't matter if your mind is spiritual or a troll mind. Your mind functions in the same way. Dudes, boys and girls, I have to go. It's not like I have to, but I will go. See you later. Want to watch some football game replays? while it's World Cup in football going on. I stream in weird times. Good luck to you all, of course, of course. Peace, openness, acceptance, presence. Yo, yo, yo.